everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Daniel the Miracle Man Jacobs, 183 centimeters tall, weighed in at 73 kgs with a reach of 187 centimeters. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds, 5'11" tall with a reach of 74.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs. He bounced back from cancer as a two-time middleweight world champion and has fought the best of the best in his division. Let's see what he's got for us here in this one. Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed two-time middleweight champion of the world known as the Miracle Man, introducing Daniel Jacobs. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
What a venue, what a fight, what action.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there. The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Oh, and that left hook hurt him. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
Unbelievable.
And there's the bell to start the round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
It's been a very competitive round between these two. Only catching air with that hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Missing with the hook. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counter punch. The perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. The hook, but it doesn't score. Back and forth between these two fighters. They both want a highlight reel knockout.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Missing with the left hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, Jacobs in real trouble. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, and there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Takes a deep breath, but right back into the line of fire he goes.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
The best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
They believe that.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this match?
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This is with the straight left. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Oh, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Needs to put some combination work together. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. And he misses with that jab. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Back and forth they go in this round. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? He's back up, but the corner has to take some responsibility here and maybe stop this fight.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know we run this round. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. The straight right just misses.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. at foot now. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Jab misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Missing with the hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little soldier, a pickpocket.
Beautiful counter punch. Can't find a home with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.